Well, hello, Canadian Campaholic here, coming to you from Pinery Provincial Park. It's late April now. This is our second visit to the Pinery. We were actually really brave and came here one of the first weekends in April. Everybody thought we were nuts. But much like today, if you look around behind me, wife's hiding over there by the fire pit. It's actually not a bad day. A little windy, a little cool, but well worth it. Well worth it. Everything with the trailer is working great, no issues there. Everything's all de-winterized and working exactly as it should. We got the hot water heater going, we've got the water pumps running just fine. We de-winterized properly, so everything's all good there. Fantastic to have the water system running. The last time we were here, we didn't use the water tank, but thankfully with this campsite right here, there is a washroom facility literally right there. This is in the Riverside 1 section. We don't typically camp here very often. It's all pull-through sites. It's not that private, but late into November and then of course here in April, this is a great place to be. There's literally, I'll kind of turn around here again. I don't know if you can see, there's hardly anybody here. Very quiet. A few families, a few trailers here and there, but anybody that's here now, they're hardcore campers. And they enjoy the peace and quiet. Absolutely beautiful. So, not much else to report. In future videos, we'll talk a little bit about the trailer. We've had it now for, this is our second full season. So we'll do a video and talk a little bit about how things are going with the trailer. And of course, I still owe you guys that video about backing your trailer into a campsite. So with this particular campsite, it's a pull-through site. So that is nice and easy, but a lot of provincial parks don't have those, or if they have them, they're limited in numbers. So one of the videos that I keep promising you guys and never get around to it, but I'm gonna get it done, is some tips and hints for people that are terrified about backing their trailer into a campsite. So anyway, I hope you're getting all ready for the 2019 camping season. And I'll splice in some other footage as we enjoy our weekend here at the Pinery. Lots of great trails at the Pinery. We're going to try the Sassafras Trail. The trail maps or signs give you a good idea of, you know, your elevation changes and all the rest of it. Lots of different trails here, some for avid hikers, some for people that are a little less mobile, but tells you a little bit about the trail. This one has quite the set of stairs to give you a viewpoint, so nice cool day, good day to do it. Let's check it out. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting for a fat guy. This is just the start. Easier coming down though. Definitely one of the downsides of the winter hiatus. Good Lord, I'm out of shape. We'll start the camera back up when we get to the top. Good Lord, there's more. Quite the view though already. Well worth it. Yeah, buddy? Moldy bench, eh? I'll just keep walking. Oh dear Lord. All this heavy breathing probably sound like some kind of perv lurking in the woods. Here we go. of course, it wouldn't be a trip to Pinery in the off-season without a little drive down to Grand Bend and the beautiful sunny beach. It's actually warmer today, about 5 or 6 degrees, not as windy. This place is packed in the summer months. When we camp at the Pinery during the summer, we don't come anywhere near Grand Bend. The drive from the Pinery to here, that's about 5-8 minutes, could take you an hour. So one of the things we love to do in the off season is come check out the beach, usually when it's not as windy and as wavy as this. If you like picking up beach glass, fantastic beach for that. Coincidental, there's a lot of drinking goes on here, but you can find green, we've found blue beach glass, we've also found some purple as well, which is very rare. My wife and I are avid beach glass collectors, and when you don't have quite this much surf, you can walk along the edge of the water there and get all kinds of beach glass. So, but yes, in the spring and in the fall, love coming down here. Let's take a walk along the beach here towards the pier and enjoy the view.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! You nearly got me! I wasn't demonetized before, I will be now. On a nice day, you can walk along the pier here to the lighthouse. Don't recommend it on a blustery day like this though. Down that way you've got a nice view back in the distance. Oh, where's my finger? That's the Pinery all up there, Nipperwash, Kettle Point. Yes, if it's windy and choppy like this, don't go on the pier. And then of course you got Grand Bend Harbor, nice and quiet this time of year. In the summer you get tons of motorboats and speedboats, fishing boats and sailboats coming and going from here. Parking at this time of year is free. I think right up until May. From October to May, I think it's free. Could have that wrong, but close enough.
One of the things that we absolutely love about the Pinery, even though it can be rather busy, is the variety of activities. So where we are right now in the summer season, this place is packed. You can buy ice cream here, you can rent fishing rods, bicycles. This is also where you pay for canoe rentals and pedal boat rentals and things of that nature. This parking lot is an absolute zoo in the summer. All these picnic tables are full of people eating ice cream and having a picnic. And then you got the park store and restaurant, which sells everything from ice to shirts to candy to a few grocery items. Of course, as I mentioned earlier in the video, getting to Grand Bend in the height of the summer can be very tricky and take a long time. So quite honestly, despite the higher prices, you're better to save the frustration and stay here. If it's anywhere sort of Victoria Day weekend, May 2-4, right up to Labor Day, I'd say stay in the Pinery. Come get your bits and pieces here if you need anything extra. But yeah, you know, the opportunities here for going down to the beach, for the amazing sunsets that we'll talk about later, and then all the different amenities for hiking and fishing and kayaking and canoeing make this a real great place. Pinery's had a bit of a mixed reputation over the years. A lot of people think of it as being way too busy, too many party animals, but it's getting better. The focus of Pinery now is much more on, you know, enjoying nature and preserving nature and spending quality time. Hey, honey. And with that, let's go back to the campsite. Well, that brings us to the end of our little highlight reel of our trip here to Pinery Provincial Park. My son and I are just sitting here by the campfire on Saturday night. Tomorrow is departure day. I always find departure day very sad. You know, even though checkout time is 2 p.m., by the time you get up and cook breakfast and get the trailer all cleaned up and packed up, most of the day is pretty much gone. In the summer months, we'll typically actually drive the trailer down to bus parking down near where we were earlier with the chickadees and do a little bit of fishing and a few other light activities before we leave. But the fish aren't really biting and it's kind of chilly. Nice marshmallow, buddy. So we'll probably just head out tomorrow. Depending on what the reception's like for this video, we will probably do some more. There he's showing his mother his marshmallow. We may do a few more highlight reels like this, just kind of give you little snippets of our trips. We've got about 14 trips planned over the course of the season, ranging, of course, from this as the first official trip, even though we camped a few weeks ago. And we'll have trips happening about twice a month all the way through till early November when things will wrap up. But I don't even want to think about that. Let's get the season started. So wherever you are, I hope that the weather is finally starting to turn better.
Look at the shell, how it came off.
Awesome. And I hope that you're getting lots of trips planned. Something we're going to do this year that's a little unusual for us is we're going to go to an actual RV park near Niagara Falls with full hookups. We don't usually do that. Sewer hookup, water hookup. Provincial Park is usually what we do, where there's a fill station and then 30 and 15 amp service, so that will be interesting. Anyway, we'll wrap this video up and leave you with a small scene which I think is probably one of the saddest parts about the camping experience. But with that, we'll talk to you later.